Try 2. Maybe it'll actually let me go live on this one. I give it a second. Please? Okay. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Talk here, and welcome to like a bonus episode of Skyrim. Last time I attempted to do this, I was like mid-episode. Actually, had plans on doing shit throughout the episode, and my game crashed. So I'm trying to avoid my game crashing, like mid-episode when I have shit planned to do. So this is basically a tutorial on how to build a god character. Now you'll need a few things. You'll need blue butterfly wings, Cyrodiilic spade tails, salt piles. Where are all my? Did I really use all my Abacan long fins last time? I did. So ingredients wise, the most important things you need are Cyrodiilic spade tails, Abacan long fins, and salt piles, which I have plenty of salt piles now. Now the easiest way to do that is we're gonna be going to a well-traveled place in most people who do sneak builds, pickpocket, thievery builds, however you want to put it. Of course, start.
We're one of the same kind, you and I. I'm glad to have met you.
Sorry about that. I had a phone call. So you want to fast travel to this place called Merryfair Farms, and then from here you see this port right here. Now in this port, the first time you want to do it in order to gain access to this port, because I've already done quite a bit of this. Give me that. Give me that. Oh, that's right. I don't have to Abacan Longfin. Oh, River Betty. I'll take it. Another Abacan Longfin. Another Abacan Longfin. You look like a Cyrodiilic Spadetail. I'll catch the River Betty anyway. So you want to swim over in this area, and there's going to be an Argonian female, which is one of the lizard people. She'll be this way talking, not her. She gave me another side quest that I didn't know was a thing. She'll be in this area by the fishery right here. And, you're gonna talk to this lady right here.
I'm feeling much better now, thanks to you.
So, you're gonna talk to Wajita, and she's gonna ask you for a healing potion.
I thank you.
And once you give her that health potion, you get access to these barrels without stealing. Now, I've already done a little bit of this, see the River Betties. You notice there's no salt piles, but you've got 3 barrels there, or 4 barrels there.
Trees.
And then you can go through all these barrels on the boat. You want to find these fish barrels. And basically you're looking for Cyrodiilic spadetails, Abacan longfins, and salt. You can even look in these chests. Sometimes these chests have them. Most of the time it's all salmon, though. Like, this chest earlier had a Cyrodiilic spadetail over here that I picked up. And so you search all these fish barrels. Like I said, I've searched most of these.
Be careful. Be careful.
And then over here as well, I didn't mean to take that, but you get more salt pile, and this is the easiest way to get salt piles, because you need a lot of salt piles. As you see, I have like 94. And then you can go down below, there's some barrels. Then over here, there's some barrels. There's 4 barrels here. You search this pile. Oh, look, I missed some salt piles. Potatoes, empty. 4 more. So, this is the quickest way that I've kind of figured out how to acquire stuff. There's also 2 barrels here. I think I've searched these already. Tomatoes, and that one's empty. And then the hardest part is acquiring the fish. Now, you could do like consistent vendor resets and spend all that time and maybe get one or two. Alright, it won't let me go over here and get back up over here. Or you can do it a more efficient way. Don't go in there, it counts as stealing. Don't talk to that guy, he's a dickhead. See, and then you can also go, you could break into the fishery, and literally it's like 2 gold to pay off all the guards if you're with the Thieves Guild. Fuck it. Content. See, it's gonna add 5 bounty to the rift. So then you go in here, then you wait a second. Guard's gonna come through this door any second.
By order of the Jarl, stop right
door.
there. I can make
2
all
gold.
your problems with the guard. Done. Now move along before you get me in trouble.
And then there's a few barrels in here. Like I said, I've already done these barrels a minute ago. And then there's sometimes the fish that you need in there or in there. And there's a few barrels. The most important thing you want to get out of these barrels is the salt piles, because the fish come later. Like you can. Plus, if you want like a lot of salmon meat to use as like a healing agent, if you don't have potions, this is your place. Because you can just come down here, Abacan Longfin, and then oh look, a Cyrodiilic Spadetail. Oh look, what is that? And what I usually do is I just catch everything down here and clear this place out, because then they'll repopulate next time you come back. Now the barrels do reset sometimes. I don't know what it takes to get them to reset at all. I've tried waiting a few days. I've tried, you know, the whole quick save vendor reset. It doesn't work. But you want to hit these barrels. But you have to talk to this lady right here. Give her a health potion. It can be a minor.
I'm not sure.
And she's got a skooma
I got
addiction.
mine off a merchant ship in Solitude. Worst mistake I ever
And
made.
then from there, what I usually do to get my fish, also I just want to throw out that I am using the apparel Volsung mask and can breathe underwater. And so I put this on this time, but usually you just up and down. Up and down. If you don't have it. Because that's like more of a later game item. If you guys want to do this early game, it's very possible. So then you just swim around catching fish. You want to look for the pointed body fish, and just do this scan, go up. Sometimes you'll see dragonflies flying around. That's a good point of interest. You look for dragonflies. Usually they're a dead giveaway of where groups of fish are. And like I said, I did this a minute ago, so there might not be as many as there normally is. But, oh, you see the fish? So that's a salmon, but that's a hist carp. Catch the salmon anyway. I hear a dragon up above. I'm not in the mood for fighting a dragon. And then you just literally swim and catch the fish. Now, if you don't have this mask, like I said, you gotta pop up and go back down. Pop up and go back down. And you'll lose health when you start to drown. It'll make like a, look, Abacan Longfin right there. and you just swim around and look for them. That's a Cyrodiilic spadetail right there. And so it's like swim fishing. This is the easiest way I found. So you start here, and then I swim all the way down to Iverstead. You can keep swimming through Iverstead down in through here and all that good shit. You actually swim all the way to Windhelm if you really wanted to. But that's a bit far of a swim. Was that really 3 hiss carps? Really was. Also, you look out for these little Nordic barnacle clusters, and then you can also find slaughterfish egg sacs. And you can Cyrodiilic spadetail. Give me that motherfucker. You'll get a lot of hiss carps and silver-sided perches on the way. And if you want to, you can come up here. Usually there's right here. I already got those. See, there's a dragonfly, there's fish right there. None of the fish that we need, all 3 of the different kinds of fish that we don't want. Now you can swim left or right, it's up to you. I just try to stay to the deeper waters so you can find them. It's easier to see, because when you're above water, even if they're right in front of you, they're still hard to catch. And this is how I've been getting all of my fishies. There's another Abacan longfin, hiss carp salmon meat, and a river Betty bullshit. Slaughterfish egg nest. And you do this a few times. Again, I don't know what it takes to get them to reset. I don't know if it's a level up or what it is that causes those barrels to reset, but they do reset because that's how I geared up for the first one. Abacan longfin, river Betty, was that a seer? There you go. And so, you know, we had like no Abacan longfins at start, so if you go to ingredients, we're up to 21 and 38. You want about 30 to 40 a piece, depending on how well you are at this. You see those cute little clusters. So this is literally what I do to do this. And then also, if you're lucky enough, you could pop up and catch these damn dragonflies. Plus, if you want to, you can like get out of the water and that's a bear. Give me your claws. Oh, spotted fish. Just like that. You look for these cute little outlines. Abacan longfin, there's another Abacan longfin, and then the dragonflies are gone. They disappear. So you gotta kind of get lucky with them. They're temperamental and moody as fuck. They just kind of like disappear when they want to. Which, I mean, it is what it is, but cool. This is, again, the best way I've found to do this. It's not a perfect science. There's no real perfect science. You can vendor reset, but this way, when you do it this way, you will encounter, you know, spiders, goats, bears, even your occasional bandit. There isn't much you can do to kind of change that. Also, in those barrels, you will occasionally find some fish as well. Cyrodiilic spadetails and Abacan longfins. See what I mean about they're there. Finding them's the hard part. One of those is one of the ones we need. This cart. All three of those were fish we didn't need. Like I said, you're gonna get fish that you don't need through this process. You can't really beat that fact. God, there's a lot of enemies aggroed over there. Ooh, big group of fish, big group of fish, big group of fish. Get close enough without going underwater. Oh, this is the spot in the river where you get out. And then you just kind of like plop your fat ass back in. I forgot you can occasionally do that. And you won't get all the fish every time you do this. It's just not gonna happen. Sometimes you gotta, you know, go hit up vendors and still buy fish and shit like that. But this is, I mean, for the people that don't have a lot of gold, like me, I have a lot of money in this game at this current moment. So, buying a few 100 fish wouldn't really hurt me. We're back to deep waters. Like I said, usually I do this swim, and by the time I get where I'm heading, I'm done. Plus you can get... But... I heard you. Well, hello. It's not a science. There's no science to this. It's just... It's all like every other game that we play. It's all RNG. River Betties, Cyrodiilic Spadetails, fucking Abacan Longfins, you name it. You're just kind of hoping to get the fish that you need. See, now we're in big areas of water, so we got to do this sweep. And you'll find more Abacan Longfins than Cyrodiilic Spadetails. I just have a lot of Cyrodiilic Spadetails because that's what's left over from the last time I did this. And again, I like to stay to the deeper water. It gives me more... fell off my lap. Probably my fault. Go over here. River Betty, Silverside Perch. Another River Betty. Bullshit. But yeah, just do this panning thing. This mask makes it easier because before I was drowning like every 10 seconds. Yeah. But this is just basically the easy way to get the supplies. Or the easiest way that I know. Again, it's not perfect. It's not a perfected. I definitely. I don't think the devs intended for people to break the game like this. Oh. Items, ingredients. So let's check. We got 34, 50. That's 89. That's plenty right there. The hardest part is the blue butterfly wings, by far. There is no guaranteed on which fish you'll get, though. I found that out the hard way. Abacan longfin. And again, I did have a few Cyrodiilic spadetails before all this. Don't get me wrong. I know this. It's, let's do a 12-hour wait. But the salt piles, that's the easy way to get the salt piles. This is the easiest way to get the fish. Because you can even, like, do a vendor reset, wait 2 days, and then go back. And I guess I could talk you guys through the easy ways of... What town is this? Iverstead. We're gonna go to Riverwood. And check to try and get blue butterfly wings. Snowberries are easy. Just travel to any of the northern snowy areas, the holds, and they grow everywhere.
You and me. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
I don't think there is a place here that sells fucking like an alchemist in this area.
We're a small village, but we work hard. And by supplies, Alvor can help you out. He's our blacksmith.
Alright, fuck it. We're close enough to where we need to be, I believe. So, from here, we're going to stop at the house, get some of the other things that we'll need. Toxic, why'd you grab those? Because I want to see something. Got a lot of carry weight. Items, potions. The good part is we're starting with higher resto potions. Items, ingredients. Blue butterfly wings, that. There's another one. Snowberries, and apparently Spriggan sap does too. I don't know, I've never. But we'll try it. I have a lot of
Take a good
unnecessary
look around.
shit on me, but
I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for.
I need blue butterfly
You look
wings.
rather I think I can teach you a thing or two.
I already went up those 5.
Ah, so you're an alchemist then.
Ingredients. A blue butterfly wing, thank you.
Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
Shut up. Now you want to go to Dragon's Reach. And I say go to Dragon's Reach because of where the tables are. They're right fucking next to each other. Now we go in here. Before we do this, disenchant. There's nothing to disenchant. Alright, enchantment. Bro, I put it there. Abic and Longfin. Oh God. You know what? Let me make this worth my while. Make my life easier. I gotta go drop some shit. Definitely gotta drop some shit. Little ill prepared for this. Yes and no. I want to be 100% ready for this. Time is of the essence, man. Alright. That's better. Alright. Actually, fuck it. Let's put it in here for the moment. Alright, now let's go get butt-ass naked and do this. Again, we start a little better because the potion's like fucking maxed out.
Next time, you might want to get dressed before leaving the house.
Shut up. Gotta be careful with these numbers, though. Just like this. Unequipped. It's important to unequipped. And then re-equip. African long fins, salt pile. Already at 216. I like that.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors?
Damn, we're jumping big boy numbers already. See how it ups the armor? I don't know why it does it, but now we're at 104 for most of them. I gotta be careful, I don't want to break the game again.
It seems this damnable conflict has claimed everyone's passions of late. Me, I prefer my books and my spells.
Blue butterfly wings and snowberries.
There's a tranquility... magic, don't you think? It is simply energy to be harnessed by those with... Huh?
Move. Move!
What do you need?
This dude's gonna fuck everything up. So we go over here. Oh fuck. God, I gotta do this quiet. Item. Potions. Item. Glass gauntlets. Enchantment. It broke! Fuck!